Right. So one of the scriptures that I always loved when I was a little kid because it was funny is 2 Kings chapter 2, verses 23 and 24. So this was just after the prophet Elijah was taken up. And so Elisha, the mantle fell upon him and he became the prophet. And in the scriptures it says, "And he went up from thence unto Bethel, and as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children out of the city, and mocked him, and said unto him, Go up, thou bald head, go up, thou bald head. And he turned back and looked on them, and cursed them in the name of the Lord. And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the wood, and tare 42 children of them." So I love that verse when I was younger because it was the craziest thing I had ever heard in the scriptures. But it was interesting that when I got a little bit older and I actually learned what the scripture was about, it became more meaningful to me. So when the children, it says in the footnotes that they were youths, so they were probably teenagers, were mocking Elisha, saying, "Go up, thou bald head." But what they were calling him, they were saying he was a false prophet. And so when he cursed them, I mean, that was just kind of the curse that the Lord gave to him. But it just kind of taught me a powerful lesson that the prophet has been called by God and given that authority. And they, these youths mocked him. They mocked this prophet, and they ended up being destroyed because of it. Now, we may not have, well, as far as I know, there aren't very many she-bears coming out to take care of us, I guess, for lack of for a more euphemistic way to explain that. But I think we are surrounded by people these days who are saying, in essence, "Go up, thou bald head," who are ridiculing the prophet or the apostles for things that they have said or for stances that the church has made and that they have voiced. And I think it's a very important thing for us, a very poignant example for us to see that the principles of the gospel are still true. And Elisha had been called of God just as our prophets and apostles are today. And so it's important for us to sustain them and to recognize that they are true prophets. And otherwise we may suffer a similar eternal fate as these youths who mocked Elisha.